What's up, everybody? Jay Miller here. As a bullet journalist, one of the things that I try to do every single month is what we call a monthly migration. And that's when I go back in my notebook here and I flip through the previous month looking for anything that I may have missed and migrate that into the next month. I wanted to share that opportunity with you and kind of reveal some of the things that came to me in my monthly migration. Now, unfortunately, I kind of forgot to record that part, so you're just going to get the feedback this time. But if you want to catch the next migration, by all means, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I usually have like a top-down camera view of my notebook as I'm moving through things. And, you know, it's just kind of a great immersive experience of me trying my best to be my most productive self. But without further ado, let's look at the things that I uncovered while migrating from February into March for 2021. So the first thing that I noticed was I did a lot of talking, a whole lot of talking, more talking than I had planned for. I had a few speaking arrangements and I thought that I was going to be very busy. I was wrong. I was going to be very, very busy. I actually had a few last minute speaking situations pop up in the middle of the month. And you might wonder, why would I not just say no to these opportunities?
If it's so simple, why haven't you done it already?
I have trouble saying no to things. Also, it was also kind of my job. Like, I was there to represent our company. I was technically working, so it made sense for me to commit to these things. One of the things that did come out of that that's a good thing in my opinion was I was able to start to develop kind of my talking points. I was able to take a single talk and then flip it so that it gave me the ability to talk around different points, but it still be around the same project. So it reduces the overall amount of work that I have to do on each individual talk while I'm still giving the same fresh, unique feel to each presentation. Another thing that I figured out last month that I'm going to try to do in this video is to say less. And now I know that that's kind of like the new phrase that, Gen Zers are saying all the time here, but I don't mean it in terms of like, you could have said less. I mean in terms of don't over plan and don't try to over explain. You don't need to have everything solved. In fact, it could be a bad thing if you have everything solved, because that means you're not going to be flexible enough to roll with the punches. In many ways, some of the advice that I received was great because it was, don't worry about all of this stuff over here. It only adds confusion to your overall project. What you need to do is figure out what exactly you're trying to accomplish and accomplish just that. The last thing that I learned this month was I have to make sacrifices. I still don't know where. I'm hoping that by reducing the amount of talking and quality, I'm able to do that. I'm able to say, it's okay to put out B minus work. Because the alternative is trying to do A+ work all the time and not getting that content out. That said, I'm still going to try to commit to creating more content and creating content on a regular pace. So I have a couple of videos that I need to get out. I'm working on those, I promise. I'm going to release this one basically as is, jump cuts and cleanups. But other than that, just me talking. Let me know if this was good enough. I mean, I'm being real. Like, I want to do more. I want to add content. I want to add all these great effects and things. But ultimately, if I do that, it might delay things. I really want to find my voice in both video and audio. And I can only do that if I'm actually putting stuff out. So let me know what I'm best at and what you're getting value out of, and I will do my best to keep providing that. You can do so in the comments below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. But that's what I picked up from this previous month and migrating things over. Again, I wish I could show you all the details and how I got to all those conclusions. A good way to think about some of that stuff is to check out the newsletter, where I go into a little bit more in depth in certain areas. I also talk about some websites and other apps and products that I found. There'll be a link to that in the description below. But that's going to do it for this video. I've been Jay Miller. If you like this, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not yet, please subscribe. Until next time, I don't know, go be productive or something.